everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie. Today we are going to be creating a birthday card using the Party Time collection from Close to My Heart, along with the Gnome for Christmas stamp set. So here is just a close-up of the card. You can see I definitely added some glitter to that. I used the diamond stickles again to add that little bit of glitter right to that gnome. And then I did go ahead and decorate the inside as well with a birthday themed stamp set. And then let's see here, what else? I did actually use these balloons right here are from the Wishing You Everything stamp and thin cut. And that is actually found in the current annual catalog. So what I'm doing is using the same paper, but flipping it. And I've been doing this quite a lot on my channel just because I think it shows you the versatility of the paper and then can show you how to just flip the paper over and it looks like a completely different card, yet it is the exact same setup. So it's super easy to mass produce, especially if you have a lot of birthday cards to create in 1 month. So what I also wanted to show you is I did use the stitched framed square thin cuts. And when you cut that out of the paper, you actually get this stitched square along with the frame. So it cuts out this whole thing. So you can see on the paper when it cuts out the frame that you could use or this square. So on the original, I used the pink background with the white polka dot. And on this one, I decided to just kind of flip it over and use this side. So on the original, I used this side, and then I'm going to use the happy birthday one. So I just actually used the square on the original, and one square can actually make 2 cards. So what I did is just kind of added some tape to the back, right in kind of the point, and then kind of pushed it down. I wanted to have a little bit of a border on the square, so I didn't want the edge to line up. So just kind of glue that down. And then what I did is just flipped it over and cut off the excess. So just going ahead, making sure I get that cut with a long scissors. Then I went ahead and cut and colored and stickled a pink gnome instead. Then I cut out this sentiment, "It's your birthday." And this actually comes from this stamp set right here, which is called Birthday Greetings. This is a great stamp set, I think, for especially kids' birthday cards. It has some really fun greetings, and the fonts are just really cute. So I went ahead and cut that out with the stitched brackets. So I used the smaller one right here, and that sentiment fit in there perfectly. Then I'll put the little gnome right there, and then these balloons are actually from the Wishing You Everything stamp and thin cut. So right here are the balloons. And this is a really fun, versatile stamp set. It coordinates with the Party Time. It has some nice big sentiments, and it has this right here that you can actually put these curved sentiments in it. So I think that's a really cute element as well. So I went ahead and just colored these, like I said, with some of the tri-blend markers. And I did use quite a few. So here are all the markers that I used that I thought kind of went with the color palette. The fair skin and the gray are what I used for the nose and the beard for the present that the little gnome is holding. But the rest of these are on the balloons. And then this is the pink that I decided to use that I thought matched really well with this party pack. And for this, I'm actually going to be raising it on the card front, but I wanted to have different dimensions of the raising. So this is a little bit thicker, so I'm actually going to use the little squares that are in the circle shaker card for the gnome, because I wanted the gnome raised a little higher. So go ahead and get him raised, kind of putting him right in the middle. This I wanted raised, but not as much, so I'm just going to use the 3D foam dots you can see that these are a little thinner. So go ahead and get a few of those. The balloons I decided to keep flat, and I will glue them with some liquid adhesive and kind of put it back behind the gnome. So this goes right in the middle. And then I'm going to put a little bit of liquid adhesive right here and get that tucked right behind. That way it's right behind him. And there is the card front. Then we're going to go ahead and decorate the inside. So on the inside, I am just using one color palette, but multiple stamps. I'm going to use this little foam that comes in the packaging just because it gives a nice surface to the card so I can get a nice clear image. So this time, the inside I'm going to use Lagoon. On the original, I used Raspberry. So I'm going to go ahead and get this inked up. And I really thought this was a cute sentiment, like I said, especially for a little kid's birthday card. And this one says, blow out the candles, wish away, you are the superstar of the day. I just thought that was really cute. Then I have this candle, and this is all, again, in that same stamp set. And I'm doing everything directly to paper. Since I am mailing these, I didn't want to add too much bulk, so I'm just doing it right to the card base. You could easily add an insert and decorate the insert as well, but I wanted to not make it too bulky since the gnome and the sentiment are already raised. I didn't want to make it too bulky for shipping purposes. So there is the inside of the card. And again, this is just a white base that is from Close to My Heart that I get in bulk. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of the card. And I did cut the base down about 1/4 of an inch as well, just so I could get a nice white border around the edges. Just getting that little bit of glue down. There we go. And there you have it. Here is the 2 birthday cards that I used with the Party Time collection from Close to My Heart. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Happy crafting, and I will see you all next time.